Yo, we back, y'all.
30 minutes of heat. And shout out to 95 Trafficking. Hoodies fire, hat is fire. Check them out. Best in Connecticut going right now. I'm gonna tag them on this video.
Say one more time. Say what was it again?
95 Trafficking.
Okay, I'm on it. Check them out.
If y'all can see. Oh, it's
right there. It is.
I
like that.
Black owned, out of Connecticut, doing it, repping Norwalk, repping Connecticut.
Okay.
That's how we doing.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to them. 95 Trafficking. Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Now,
welcome back. All right. So this is what I got to say, and I have to ask y'all this question. So our leader in chief, Big Gun Daddy.
So here we go.
Big Donald.
Well, I gotta say something crazy. Go on. I know what they want.
I got two things on this, but Big Donald has just given, let me get this right. He's given for immigration. What's the immigration card? Isn't the immigration the gold card?
I heard
the green card.
The green card is a green card or is it gold card now? I don't know.
It's the gold card now.
It's the gold card now. JT.
I guess it's a golden ticket. I'm okay. Keep going.
Pretty much.
I'm on board. Let's go. I'm on board.
So now ain't the green card, it's the gold card. So that man said, if you got, how much money was it? Was it 5 million? If you got $5 million, you got $5 million. Come on, see him. You give him $5 million, you in the country, baby. You got the gold card. I need to know.
I'm not mad at it.
I need to know how y'all feel.
I'm not mad at it.
Donald Trump's gold card.
I'm not mad at it.
Giving the gold card.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit.
Why?
I'm not.
Why?
It's just business, and that's what he is, right? He's a businessman. So we put a businessman at the front of the of our regime, right? And he's just trying to make more money, right? But he's also monopolizing the game by kicking people out. But if you have 5 million, you know how many people have 5 million that do bad shit?
Yeah, the cartel. So the cartel can come over for 5 million.
Cartels and all the wild shit is
already here,
but it can be here times 10 as long as you got that 5 million.
A cartel boss is going to pay $5 million to come over here and do crime to go to jail in America.
Possibly. Possibly. Well, why can't a cartel boss just come over here and act as if he's not, and just have his shit run behind closed doors? Or it happens all the times in the streets now. You should not be lobbying opportunity to pay to get into the country.
I'm about to fuck your head up right now. Go for it. Why we been paying all these motherfuckers to come to be in America all these years? I'm about to put y'all on the game. You ever heard of the Chaldeans? Chaldeans are an ethnic group of Christians that were from Iraq.
Yeah.
And they were being ethnically cleansed by Saddam Hussein. They came over here and the United States government gave them millions of dollars. They put them in Detroit. They own the majority of Detroit now. Majority of Detroit was black, Steve. So you just gave some foreign people a black city. Afghanistan was withdrawn from under the Biden administration. They gave the Afghan people who were support of the U.S. $600 million to come over here to live. They ain't giving no money like that to us.
No.
As people who built this country, World War II ended. We brought a whole bunch of people over here from Germany, and they still get money to this day. What is wrong with people having to pay to come be in this country versus us giving money to, let's just be real, people who don't have shit, and we give them everything, and then they come in this country and they look down on you and me? Look at it from that perspective. Stop thinking of it's a businessman and how much you hate this man. Why are we giving handouts to all these poor, downtrodden people from all these other countries? And our people have been here forever, and we ain't getting these opportunities.
Feedback into us versus making people pay to get here.
Let's see what happens. Again, what's going to happen to this money was the question.
That's my question. My question is, where's that $5 million per?
Where is it going? Where's it going?
That's what I want to know.
I'm not mad at it. If we have the largest military in the world, we spend the most on it. If we, for example, I think the man is deplorable. A lot of things that he says and a lot of things he does, but a lot of things he says make sense. If the United States is putting the most money into NATO, that's your money, Steve. That's Mo's money. That's my money. We're putting the most money into NATO. England, France, Germany, the NATO countries are putting in pennies to the dollar to what we put in. Shouldn't all those countries be paying the U.S. because we're the one providing security for them? Why are we putting in the most money? If our military is the strongest, why aren't all these countries that need protection paying us? Ukraine should be paying us billions of dollars. We shouldn't be giving them a fucking dime. That's what we have to think about. Stop thinking about, oh, he's keeping these people out. Fuck these immigrants, bro. Period. I care about our community and building. If it means we have to keep out these others so we get opportunities to build, because first off, we got to come together. We talked about that in the past. We need to come together. Our generation needs to be the one to come together. Stop putting your heart on your sleeve for these others. No, these people come to our country, they get all these handouts from the government, and the first thing they do is they say they don't fuck with black people. Fuck them, Steve. Make them pay $5 million to come over here. They're gonna come over here. I'd rather have a person with $5 million come over here to burn, to come over to this country and say they don't want to fuck with me, than a fucking dirt farmer or somebody running from a shitty civil war in their country and they're too pussy to fight for what they believe in, so they run here and then get free money from the government. Fuck those people, bro. This is getting, you just got me riled up.
I dig it. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm not lobbying for anyone, Justin.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is, we as a people don't get no money from nothing.
Exactly.
They don't feed into anything. So this $5 million that he's making people pay for to get into this country, what are you doing with that?
I agree. What are you doing?
How are you fluctuating this $5 million per person into our communities? And we haven't seen any of that yet. Fuck having these people pay to get to this country. Put the money where it belongs. You said Flint, Michigan. You said, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean?
It's a bunch of cities with shitty water
that needs
Mobile,
water.
Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi.
Let's get that done. Why are we worried about this gold card shit? Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Because guess what? Our country has failed because a bunch of corrupt politicians stole the money. Brett Favre, Favre stole all that money. That man is not in jail.
Oh, but that money, he has dementia, so we gotta get him a pause.
Oh hell no!
Oh yeah, you didn't know he had dementia?
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, Brett Favre randomly he's got dementia out of nowhere. By the way, so now he's fucked up right now. And now he can't be blamed for his actions. Figures, but anyway,
out of control,
isn't it though? But like you said, bro, like you know what I mean? It's like, business is business. Business is cutthroat. You just said literally these corrupt politicians. He's a corrupt politician.
He's a corrupt businessman. There's a difference.
But he still dealt with and dabbled with politicians to get to where he's at. He had to do those campaigns. He had to do all that bullshit to become the man that he is today. So why trust him now is what I'm saying.
I never said I trusted him. I said, fuck these immigrants.
I got you, but in the same sense, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to make money off the immigrants, business mind like, but it's also coming back to what the fuck is going on with the bread? You're gonna give all this money to all these other people, right? And all these other countries and these immigrants, but we still don't get no reparations for the shit that's happened to us. Pay us, give us some bread, have us get a monthly stipend. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that, can you?
Because we're black.
Exactly. So fuck that. Fuck this $5 million. What are you doing $5 million per for these people and not doing for us?
What if Big Gun Daddy came? I'm not saying it's gonna happen. What if Big Gun Daddy came and said, if you can prove you were a descendant of slavery, you get 5 G's a month?
Shit. Then what we gonna do? Spit in some fucking cups and send it over to shit so they can have our names in some database like they do now? That was breached more recently. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's been breached.
Exactly. It's like it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose-lose.
It ain't a lose-lose, sir. You don't have you have no skin in this game. We literally just was talking about black people need to sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. That's where I'm coming from. I don't care about what's going on with these immigrants. If they got to pay $5 million to get in the country now, pay that money. If they rounding up 1,000 immigrants a day in the streets and sending them to Guantanamo Bay, you shouldn't have came over here illegally. Some of us been born and bred here, and we get shit on every day. If your country was so great, you want to put that little flag on your IG and on your threads and on your Twitter, repping the country that you came from, take your ass back. Take your ass back. That's where I'm coming. That's how I'm at. You want to rep everything, but you want to live in America, and you got loans because you was an immigrant to come in here, and then you bring your cousin over and he takes over your store and he gets a loan. Guess what? The store is already paid for. Now your family just made however much money from the loan, from the small business loan, because you getting the money from the government. These motherfuckers are pimping the system. It happens nonstop. Why you think certain people, certain ethnicities own all the gas stations? Because that's what they do. They get a loan, they buy the gas station, they bring their family in, the other family member gets a loan. By the time you got 5 family members, the damn car, the gas station, car wash, whatever, was paid off 2 loans ago. Then they take that money, they go buy a house. 15 motherfuckers live in a house together because they was doing that over there, but now the house is bigger, it's got indoor plumbing. Now you got 15 people living in a house, all 15 of them getting the loans for $100,000. That's 1.5 mil. Cut it off. Cut it off. I'm just saying, these motherfuckers is coming over here and pimping the system, and that's why the world call us stupid Americans. You move over here and America give you money. They used to give those the peasants from Europe in the 1800s. They killed all the Native Americans, indigenous people off the land, and they gave them free acreage.
Yeah, they did. They
built their wealth. They give to the immigrants. I'm so tired of hearing this is a country of immigrants. No, it's not. It's a country of fucking thieves. And the immigrants were a bunch of thieves. And they went right along with everything that was going on, keeping certain people at the bottom so they could move to the top. Fuck them all. It's time. Fuck them all. Sit back and watch these motherfuckers suffer. Because if their countries were so great, they wouldn't have to come over here. Don't come over here talking about my people lazy. Your country sucked, bro. That's why you moved over here.
We're going to find out.
We gonna find out in the comments. They're gonna be mad. Fuck your flag, B. Fuck your flag.
So on that, not on that topic, but to piggyback off of that, I don't know if y'all recently just saw Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, was on I think a business channel. I think he was on the NASDAQ, one of those channels, and he looked like he was held at gunpoint or something the way he was talking, but I don't know if he was reading from teleprompter or he was just nervous, whatever the case may be.
50 Cent say he can't read.
Hey, you know. So Floyd Mayweather was on
building, though.
Floyd Mayweather was on TV, and Floyd Mayweather said that Donald Trump is the best president. As a matter of fact, the greatest president we've ever had. We're doing great. He hasn't seen better. This is
Floyd Rich.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He said this is the best. He said this is the best president we have ever had. So do you guys agree? Is President Trump the greatest president we have ever had?
No, I'm not.
I knew this question was going to come up.
I'm not doing this tonight. Yeah, let me tell you. Honestly, there's so much corruption with that shit. None of them are good people.
None of them.
None of them are good people.
None of them.
So I'm not going to sit here and say somebody's the best at anything. They're all shit.
If you say Bill Clinton, we got dozens upon dozens of friends who they named super predators and sent them to prison for years. Shout out to Kelvin Burton, just did 25-year bid. One of Norwalk's finest just came home.
Oh, really?
One of my neighbors, just came home. But the point is, he got 25 years based on them Biden crime laws that the Clintons put into place. Puerto Rico and all of that type of shit.
None of them are good people.
And so you can't put Clinton on there because he locked away a generation of our friends and family.
Not to mention,
people are just coming home.
Not to mention, he had a whole painting of him in a dress on that island.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Steve. I'm getting there. Let's keep it. Don't say
yeah, man. And let me give Floyd his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be on there talking ignorant or whatever the case may be, but I did just see that he bought a bunch of buildings and apartment complexes in Brooklyn and in New York.
In New York,
for $400 million.
Yeah,
so he owns blocks. You know what I mean? So shouts out to him for making a power move from that perspective. But he would feel like this businessman that's at the top of our regime, he would feel like he's an amazing person because big money rubs shoulders with big money. Exactly. But there's no way in the world I can sit here and say that any of those people are hands down phenomenal people. None of them, top to bottom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The first 40 of them, whatever the case may be, owned fucking slaves. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of them niggas that was just really foul. You know what I mean? Not even foul, not 40 of them, but you know what I mean? It was a good amount. There's a good amount of them that didn't even look at us as people, right? So and then you go back to Reagan and what he did.
Reagan was the worst.
That was crazy.
The devil.
Nixon wasn't good people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Kennedy did some wild shit too. They all do wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets covered up. And to be honest with you, I don't think that the Secret Service is, how they get the Secret Service for the rest of their lives. I don't think it's for their protection. I think it's to make sure that they don't speak.
Oh yeah,
I think they're prisoners. I think they're prisoners versus them being protected. They're prisoners, and to be like, yo, all these secrets, all this stuff. We're gonna make sure that you can never say anything to anyone.
Obama signed the Dark Act. If you don't know what the Dark Act is, look it up. But I'll give you a brief synopsis. He signed the act right before he left office his last term, where these food manufacturers don't have to tell you what they put in the food no more. Remember the labels used to tell you everything. And now you look at the labels, they don't tell you. They just have to tell you if it was a genetically modified organism in your food. They don't have to tell you that no more. Obama signed that. And he was posing as he was African American. Like, I'm gonna have to come out and say that shit too. What'd he do for us, Steve?
What did they ever do for us, Justin?
I'm just saying. That's why I said posing.
I mean, he wasn't posing. He was somebody that looked like us, that made our generations before us feel great that somebody looked like us and was in, seat of power. But of course, it was all a manipulation ploy. You know what I'm saying?
It's all symbolism. It's always symbolism. It's always a symbolic victory for us black people.
That's like when Biden.
We'll give you Juneteenth. We'll give you a black president. We'll give you Martin Luther
Biden
King
was like, "You're not black if you don't vote for me." What the fuck was that about?
And we ain't stop him out for it.
Shout out to Brother Love. Shout out to Brother Love Diddy. Vote or Die campaign.
Oh my God.
Shout out to. We are not shouting out anything. We
shouting out Diddy. We shouting out Diddy.
Man.
Shout out Diddy. He didn't break no laws. What he did?
Diddy vote or die.
Steve, straight up, you've trafficked women.
Anyway, I'm not going.
I traffic women too.
No. You see what Justin Bieber out here looking like right now?
No,
I haven't.
What you talking about? You ain't never bought a girl from another state.
I'm talking about Justin Bieber looking strung the fuck out.
I don't give a shit about him neither. He an immigrant too.
It don't matter, man. Diddy is not a fucking good person, bro. I am not championing that cat. Sorry.
I just said shout out.
Champion.
I just said vote or die. He had the campaign to get us Obama.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go campaign to get us Obama.
Obama, John Kerry.
That weird shit he running through the marathon. That shit was disgusting.
Come on, man.
Or the dye shirts,
Steve,
$20.
You were his main supporter, man.
I was not his main supporter, man. I was not out here in the streets for that.
You was
the sun don't shine forever, and as long as we here, we might as well shine together. It was hard. It was, but you know, back then it was cool. But now it makes no sense. None of absolutely insane. Yo, you see that
monster running around.
You see that his lawyer left. His lawyer bounced.
Because the money, and they probably threatened the lawyer.
I think that money.
Nepotism is something that came out. Nepotism is having sex with dead bodies.
No, you mean
that's necrophilia.
Necrophilia. And so also, thank you for the correction, guys. Don't chew me up in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's good. It's good.
You know what I mean? But and it's something else about some magic shit, man.
The sacrifices of the babies, I heard.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
good.
You know,
the children, the sacrifices of the children. No. He's not the only magic doer. I can tell you some magic.
Kardashians do magic.
Oh my gosh.
Beyonce
witch too.
Yeah, man. That stuff I've been telling you for years, Steve.
It's
real.
Is this where we going?
You opened it up.
It's real, bro.
I do believe it is
real.
I believe it's real. That's why
it's real life witches walking around here, and you don't realize it.
Did y'all see? Did you see the woman and at the Super Bowl putting the pins? The voodoo pins in the doll. I didn't even show you. I didn't send it. I didn't see it. I don't like playing with that stuff, man.
People.
Mahomes had the joints in Mahomes while he was somebody was videotaping in the corner, like shaking. You could tell he was shaking. They were like, "Yo, he was."
So many stories.
I'm
more or less a believer of if you don't put energy into it, it don't exist. But if you put energy into it, you can make it real. And I know some people, some family members, shit like that. They be all about that shit.
Santeria.
Fuck out of here.
J-Lo, another anyway.
She on that too? Yes.
Oh yeah. That's what the first husband said. Her husband said, she said, yeah, she was at the freak offs at the parties. I wasn't invited. He said, I know she was. Yeah. He's talking about that he caught her with the family putting the blood on. I said,
yes, I heard that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard that. We just
in the circle.
X energy is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Okay, so let's get to this other one since it got slipped in here. So supposedly the Epstein logs are going to come out soon. Supposedly.
I heard they're getting rid of them. I heard today they were going to get rid of a lot of that shit.
Oh, so they are going to X that. That's not going to come out.
They're going to get rid of files so that way.
Because we don't know who's over there smashing 8-year-old girls because that's what they was out there doing.
I thought they were going to leak those. Well, it was going to get released.
Boys, more likely.
I thought it was going to get released soon. I was going to ask y'all, how do you feel about them coming out? Do you want the Epstein files to finally come out?
Yeah,
I do. I want them to come out.
And why do you think that they didn't come out originally when he first got arrested?
Yo, man, look.
Because a lot of powerful people was on them tapes.
I had a cousin that told me right before the Epstein thing came out, right? She told me, she gave me a list of names about all these people that were doing all types of crazy stuff. And each person that she named has gone down since.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks isn't in the country anymore.
Oh, yeah, he
hasn't been in the country for a very long time. He's like, I believe he's over in like Australia. You hear that his son was on a podcast talking crazy about him, about how he's pedophilia and yeah, man. And then you see the the clips and him standing there, he's calling this little girl, "You sexy baby, you sexy baby." Come on,
I heard. Yeah, I remember that.
It's like, come on, man.
Those two words don't go together.
Come on, man. It's like, I don't, man. Honestly, we need to know who these people are so they don't get the love and shine that they continue to get.
Here's the problem, though. Even if we know who they are, our society is full of so many stupid fucking people. They can give them a pass. Oh, they probably were threatened. They probably were under duress to do it.
Yeah,
I can't believe they always got an excuse
for who they like.
It's always an excuse. I mean,
I need to know. I haven't watched the Tom Hanks movie since. You know what I'm saying? Like I if I know, if I feel as if somebody has been out here hurting kids, then yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they found like what 3-4 weeks ago a truck full of children's dead bodies in Mexico. A whole 18-wheeler, chopped up bodies, hands all over the place, kids dead all in the joint. And I got a son, my man. Anybody out here in these streets that's doing bad shit to little kids with the level of innocence that these children have, and that's what they feed off of. And that also goes back to the fucking magic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, man, no.
It's bro.
If you do something bad to these kids for whatever reason, we need to know. We need to know who you are. So we don't get the love anymore.
We need to burn you.
Yeah. Straight up. Fucking steak. For real.
Yeah, like we need to start. I've been saying this for years, and people have said I was crazy. I feel we in the point in society where we need to start pulling motherfuckers out their mansions and just stoning these motherfuckers, man, for being as ridiculous as they are. If they're as disgusting as they're saying these people are, I mean, all races, black, white, Hispanic, Jewish, Indian. If you involved in this stuff, a mob needs to show up at your house, pull you out, and beat the shit out of you and stone you to death.
Get after you, and that's
I feel that's where we should go.
It's a large majority of Hollywood, bro.
People, that's why they burn that shit down.
Because they don't want people to know what the record
trying to hide them tunnels and all that shit that they be doing over there.
And it's just like, what do you mean there's underground fucking parties that they hold? And they bathe themselves in blood, and they did. It's like, huh? We out here fucking watching TGI fucking F. You know what I mean? No, in the 90s, and this shit has been going on for forever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's always been going on.
Even the Nickelodeon dude with
the Nickelodeon dude, and
man,
he's still out. He's still out. It's crazy.
He's still out. He got that chick Amanda Bynes pregnant 3 times and made her have an abortion. And then they sent there talking about she crazy. I'd be crazy too if a fat, nasty dude from head of the class who was 30 years old and I was 13 was smashing me out and then forcing me to get abortions. I'd be crazy too. And your parents is complicit in it and spending your money.
They even worse.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They should be beat with fucking bats.
Yeah, man. Beat the bat, beat them with a bat in their genitals until they pass out, and when they wake up, beat them again.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm all for that. You know, I hate that. I'm not trying to promote like this level of violence, but in my lifetime, what I believe, if somebody murdered someone and they gave that someone's family members, multiple family members, an opportunity to be in a room alone with whoever murdered their child or their person, and you see the outcome, people wouldn't murder people as often as they do.
No, not at all.
They would literally be like, no, you're not going to jail. We're going to get 50 dudes that love this person, and we're going to sit you in a room, and we're going to let them fuck you up. And that, and literally to death, beat you to death. And literally they would be like, all right, well, I'm not going to do anything stupid because I'm not going to sit in this fucking jail for 30 years and get free fucking food and be able to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you don't get the ability to do that. In certain countries, if you steal, they cut your hand off.
Yeah.
You out there walking around with a nub, and people know why you have a nub, because you stole from one of the places and you got caught. So now you ain't got a hand. Now we know what type of person you are because it's seen, because you don't have a fucking hand. You stole. You bet you won't do that again.
How do you feel about the people that know about it and are complicit and are there entertainers or whoever that have watched it or in there too?
They all should get
it. They don't have any say anything.
Cassie should get it. Cassie should get stoned.
They were down with it.
Yeah, Cassie should get stoned. I'm sorry.
Like, I mean, not. I mean,
I'm just saying, don't. No, I'm just saying, don't
go to jail.
Yes,
y'all think they should go to jail?
Yes, don't give me the victim talk when it comes to a woman like her. She was with him for like 15 years. She's seen all the shit he was doing. She's just as gross and just as nasty as him, because then at the end of the day, when she was broke, busted, and disgusted, she ran back and exposed this man and took $30 million from him.
Now she's gone.
And my whole thing is, the whole question is,
just took the money.
Do you feel, especially about let's say Cassie, or people in that position, if they become a big entertainer or star, do you think that they would have ever came back and still try to tell the truth on that person? Or would they have just kept their fame and act like nothing's happened? If she got to where she wanted to get to, like the people that were against, the ladies that were against Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, if they got to their stardom, got what they wanted, it would have been fine. They would have never said anything.
No, they wouldn't have said anything, because there are women that slept their way to the top in companies. There are men that suck dick to get to the top in companies, and they don't say a fucking word about what they did to get there.
That bothers Steve. That bothers Steve. I seen his eye go up.
I'm just saying that it happens. I'm just saying.
I believe it, man. I believe it.
This happens in regular society. People do disgusting things to get money. So, and they don't say anything about it. So, I mean, yeah, they should be, everybody who was around, if you was at that party and a busload, like they were saying, 2 busloads of underage girls came to the party. If you stayed at that party, even if you didn't touch none of them girls, and them girls was going up one at a time to a room or 2 by 2 to the room, and you sat in that living room drinking a beer, smoking, whatever you do, whatever your vice is, and you sat there and you watched it, you should go to jail too. You should get your ass whooped too. Your life should be a wrap too, because you didn't pick the phone up and say, hey, the high school fucking swim team for 4 towns just showed up at Ryan Phillippe's house, allegedly, because I don't know if Ryan Phillippe's involved in it. I'm just saying. So allegedly, Philippe don't come after me. Point I'm making is, if I knew that was happening and I don't say nothing, I'm just as guilty as him.
So I got one thing. I got another thing. Last thing, I swear. Last thing, I promise. Vince McMahon. Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that. Oh yeah, you didn't think I
heard he's coming back.
Yeah, so Vince McMahon, after everything with the text messages about, doing whatever he was doing to the woman and woman at the WWE studio, and the guys were,
doing it too.
Yeah, 3 dealing on her and whatever they were doing to this woman, and
she wanted it. She got a Benz.
She got a lot of different stuff.
She got a beat millions.
Supposedly the not the government, but the FBI was telling her, just keep going so we can get more stuff on him. Anyway, Vince McMahon rumored to be in talks with Fox for his new wrestling company. How do y'all feel about everything that has happened with Vince McMahon, the documentary, everything that we know? I guess he's not getting tried. Oh yeah, I guess he's not getting tried over any of his crimes.
What?
I guess Vanilla Zaddy is different. I guess Vanilla Zaddy is different than
his wife isn't going to be in the cabinet. She was getting confirmed with the Senate. Triple H was sitting behind her. Remember, I said that if they said the wrong thing, he was bringing a sledgehammer out.
It's true.
So his wife is now in the government.
The education, yeah.
Yes, his wife is now in the government.
Head of
she tried to win senator.
I think she's taking away all their stuff.
Yeah, she tried to win in Connecticut multiple times as a senator, and people in Connecticut didn't fall for it. But she still is. She said, "Fuck y'all being a senator. I'm running education for the entire country now." And billionaires do what they want. That's it.
I can't. This shit is. I'm fucked
up.
I didn't even know that he wasn't even convicted for the shit that he's done.
No, he's not convicted. No, he didn't get in trouble. No, he's not.
He literally just stepped down, and now he gets a chance to live.
That's it. Greenwich, Connecticut's finest.
Yep.
Tell me one greater.
True.
Steve Young. Anyway,
FBI,
right.
FBI.
But Steve Young is also a part of the Brigham Young family, so he's part of the Mormon religion. One of the founders. Brigham Young was the founder.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Young is the direct descendant of that. So you might be right. They might be the greatest to ever do it out of Connecticut. And you got the Bushes too. Can't forget them. They from Greenwich and New Haven and shit.
Yeah, the Bushes probably.
Bushes up there too.
Weirdos too.
Yeah.
So you all got that wrestling company, man, Steve? This man making a comeback since WWE got rid of him. They were like, yo, they were like, nah, we can't deal with this, and they got rid of him. You know, he came back and sold it. So now
he's done. He should just lay low. Lay low. Nobody's paying attention.
That man action.
You literally created the ultimate conglomerate when it comes to wrestling.
He put everybody out of business.
Yeah, he made
all
the
the
ultimate
regional
conglomerate.
wrestling companies.
And now you're gonna try and go up against it. You sound stupid, man. Just let your legacy live on through that. Stop doing it. Just stop, man. He's a slime bucket any fucking way.
Yo, you don't get a B behind your money if you don't do some shit.
Exactly, and that's what we got.
And that's real.
At the top of the regime. That's exactly who we have at the top of the regime. Slime bastard.
Closet, man. You gonna have to answer to somebody one of these days. It ain't gonna be from this world. So I'm cool. I'm cool with putting bodies in the trunk and all that, trying to get billions. Because there's nobody. I doubt there's anybody that has billions of dollars without some bodies in the ground.
100%. You got to get rid of your competition somehow. The Rockefellers did it. The Rothschilds, allegedly, people, allegedly.
No, they did that shit.
Allegedly, yeah, they did that
They
shit.
did that shit. They did that.
They did that shit. They did that shit.
Just foul.
Hey, that's the world we live in. The dollar rules all.
And you know what? We voted for it. We all about it. We all about money, honey.
That's it. People want you can do whatever you want as long as you got cash. Trust me. I know. People forget a lot of shit you do if you can finance a life.
Hey, shout out to Kanye, I guess. I mean, no Jordan. Get your Jordan sleeves, y'all. He loves you, especially y'all black folks. He loves you.
I can't with this. This is another whole
Jordan don't like y'all nigglets.
No, none of them do.
He fouled Russell.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Jordan didn't foul Russell.
He fouled that man. You know, anybody in the world got eyes. They saw that he pushed that man.
Nah,
I'm not listening to anything else, man. I ain't got no
man. Hey, playing against the greatest of all time. You step your defense up.
No, he pushed that man.
You get your whole career summed up, and then when the man came back, was like, "I got a job for you, bro. Come to the Wizards."
Random, fellas. Random. I need this. And I'm gonna shut up from now on. We can get up out of here. Think about it really quick. I'm only giving you 3. Top 3. 4. Top 4 female artists R&B 90s.
Mary J. Blige.
For you. Go for it.
Mary J. I'm gonna go Aaliyah.
Ooh.
Aaliyah, Mary J. 90s.
That was impressive.
Faith Evans. The 90s. She did her thing in the 90s. I want to say Lauryn Hill, but she had one album.
That one album was powerful, though.
But then I found out she didn't write it. She stole all them songs.
No, say it's not so. Oh, I did hear something about that.
Robert Glasper put her on blast like 2 years ago.
I think I did see that.
She stole all them songs.
So, Lauren, you're not putting her in.
Shit was fire. I'm not gonna hold you.
She sounded so good.
It might be that who did I say? I said Faith Evans.
You said Mary J, Faith Evans.
That's 4.
Nah, you said Aaliyah, Mary J, Faith
Evans, and then Lauryn Hill.
Oh, Lauryn Hill. Got it.
That's 4. That's 4.
Yeah. Steve, what you got?
Oh, you know what? I'm pulling Faith. Oh, I might go to Mia.
To Mia? Oh,
I might go to Mia.
I'm impressed at you.
Oh, bro, I was
East Coast legend. You was in the 90s R&B.
I was in the 90s.
You be in there. You be.
Yo, I was there, bro. I was there. I had
a
mama.
Love. You gave love to the light bright queen, Miss Tamia. Tamia Hill now.
That's why Grant Hill stayed hurt. I would have too.
She was bad.
Stranger in my house changed my life.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So the 90s.
Tell me where my spot is. I'll tell you, Tamia.
The 90s. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna throw Mary J in there, although I'm not a big fan, but she definitely.
Who do you want? You felt real.
I'm throwing her in there. Her.
I'm impressed at you, dog. Even though you hate.
I'm gonna put Janet Jackson. That Velvet Rope was crazy in 1997. Okay,
I forgot about Janet. I always consider her 80s, but
she pushed.
I forgot.
She pushed
The
through.
90s was wild. The 90s was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
I forget.
That that was crazy for me. I was pick that album up for real. I got to give Mariah Carey. She did her thing.
Yeah,
Mariah Carey is out there. You know what I mean? I remember 1996.
I'm pulling to me as Mariah.
Yeah, Mariah was serious business. And for my fourth, oh man, I'm gonna go Aaliyah. Aaliyah. I'm gonna go with Aaliyah. Aaliyah, you know what I mean? There was nothing like that. That
Princess of R&B.
That one in a million.
That one in a million.
Yeah.
Everybody was
dance. And she had to dance.
This Aaliyah love, y'all. This Aaliyah love.
Everybody was beating on the back of the bus, man. Everybody was doing that joint. So yeah.
Even that first album of Aaliyah, man. I know it's tainted with Kel. Age ain't number, the number was hitting. Y'all don't even know back and forth.
There was
back and forth was hard.
What's the name? An Aaliyah and Genuine joint that was crazy.
Oh yeah. That was crazy. I guess it gets requested.
That's
R&B. She had the Dr. Doolittle soundtrack. I bought that whole soundtrack for All You That Somebody.
All You That Somebody.
Man.
To this day.
Yep.
Even what's the
big VA hard track?
Oh yeah, baby girl. Yeah, he killed it.
That group. Shout out to Jodeci for that group. Shout out to was it Devontae? Shout out to Devontae Swing for having that group, that super group. Well, Aaliyah came in there with them VA boys that Timberland.
Try again.
Dust yourself up and try again. Even though Come Back in One Piece with Come Back in One Piece is another one, DMX.
Yep. Yeah. She was nice.
Big 99, 98. That was big.
Well, that's my fault. What about you, Mo?
It's good for, man. All right. Y'all really, man, I'm impressed. I'm going Whitney Houston.
Got about Whitney.
And I know you want to say 80s a lot, but I mean, she has
Heartbreak Hotel.
Listen, man.
Yeah, Faith Evans on it.
I Always Love You. Like she has some.
Oh my God, Kelly Price.
Kelly Price. Yeah, Kelly Price.
Kelly Wholesale is what I used to call her. Kelly Wholesale.
Kelly Price. I would call her. She'd be in the top 4 of the R&B 90s R&B pain singers, pain and rain, trauma bonding singers. They always talked about a man abusing and he cheated and stuff like that.
Mary J
was my 600 pound. She was my 600 pound life, so I get why he was cheating. But
Mary J did the same. I'm not.
Mary J consistently. Mary J is going to be on my list because Mary J is definitely. This is the thing about Mary J, y'all. I don't know if she gets enough love, but let me tell you something. When it comes to consistency. Is nothing like Mary J. Blige, and you can go through albums and you can just put the album in and let it go.
Yeah, she got.
I like Mary. I know she's okay, but
she got some hits.
Not a great singer, bro.
I knew you
about it. It's not. See,
I'm singing for him.
She sounded crazy on that joint, like yelling into the mic. She's yelling into the mic. What was that lady's name?
Dog, the Pain. That's the lady.
It was Pain.
Oh, it was
Pain.
It was one of the old school divas. One of the old school divas was just like,
I remember. No, she did her song again. She did Shaka Khan's song, and Shaka Khan was like, baby girl, why you sing my song flat like that? You ain't gonna sing my song flat like that. Say you sounded bad like that. She's like, oh, it was early in the morning, something like that. She's like, we joke and talk like that though.
Yeah,
she's
sweet thing.
Sweet thing. She said, why you sing my song flat like that? First of all, personally, I don't think a lot of times that a lot of singers should touch a lot of people's songs, like from that past.
She did some good. I'm going down.
I'm going
down. Come on now. That was the one. She had what's the 411? That was already fire. And then she came out with I'm Going Down. She was queened.
You see,
that point.
You see Steve's face when it comes to Mary J. He really has a problem.
I don't know why you don't like her.
He does this with Mary J.
She's nice.
Because that's not the vocals for him. That's not the vocals for him.
Queen of R&B. I'm not going to hate on her from that. She's the queen of R&B.
Remember what Star used to call her back in the day on the radio? Flat-footed heifer from Yonkers.
Now I just thought about something while we were just talking about this. Is Whitney Houston considered R&B? Did she kind of transform and pull away like Michael Jackson did into the pop?
She's no. I want to say no, but I kind of want to say yes.
I think she's bigger than that. I think she's bigger than R&B. I think she's
bigger because here's the thing. This is when I knew Whitney Houston was considered so legendary. It was when she broke up with Bobby Brown.
When did she do that?
That was in 2006-7, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I was living in Rhode Island, working in Rhode Island. I was the speck in the vanilla working this job. And when she broke up with Bobby Brown, there were dozens of white women talking about that was the greatest thing that Whitney Houston ever could have done. And I didn't know the love they had for this woman until she left Bobby Brown. And then when she died, I knew more Caucasian people who were highly upset about her passing away than I did black people. And I probably
just the real her.
Yeah. I mean, I was fine with her either way.
I know, but we knew the real her.
I love that reality show being Bobby Brown. I mean, that was a great show. It showed you the real side of Whitney
person anyway. But that being said, it showed a side of Whitney that they don't like. They don't like that side of Whitney. They don't like when Whitney is Whitney and with Bobby, right?
Yes,
she's herself.
She is.
But when she's singing to a white man in The Bodyguard, she's the greatest thing ever.
I'm the queen of the night. Oh yeah, they love that song. That was probably the worst Whitney Houston song ever.
Man,
so we got the top four. All right, now that's good. Now top four R&B females of the 90s. I'm gonna go with Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey. I have to, and this is where it hurts my heart. Because I want to put Janet Jackson in here so bad because the catalog is amazing. But I gotta go with Toni Braxton. I have to go with Toni Braxton.
Not about Toni Braxton.
I gotta go with Toni Braxton.
I might want to redo my list.
She was the B list of all them people right there, but she was the 1A. She ain't the B. She was that 1A.
Yeah, she was right there.
That one, that baby face, that catalog,
that
babyface pen.
Man.
Listen, she did it to perfection.
No.
He's the opposite, Steve, of what you're saying about Mary J. Because when she sang them songs, you got the feeling and you had the voice.
Break My Heart,
and she was hitting them notes.
Break My Heart was
she can outsing Janet any day of the week. But
Break My Heart was on some what's her name? What's the white woman? His name, the Titanic.
Celine Dion
level, man. Break My Heart was on Celine Dion.
That was big. That was the biggest song for like 2 years.
I'm talking about.
Burned by the fire. Yo, it was just too much, Janet.
Listen, Janet was
too much, Janet, man. No offense to her.
I want to get rid of. I personally want to get rid of Mary J for Janet. Personally, I do because Mary J was younger. Yeah, that's why I want to get rid of her, but I can't do it.
80s and blossom into who Janet Jackson was in the 90s. That's where I was able to start loving and liking Janet Jackson. In the 80s and stuff was my older cousins. I was still young. You know what I'm saying?
You went to that concert. That's what really shaped.
That was in the 2000s, and so she still was doing her thing back then. I mean,
that was next level. That was next level.
But man,
she's definitely top 5, but she's in your top 4, fella. Is she in your top 4, Janet?
Me?
Yeah, top 4.
She's my number 1.
Janet top. Oh, wow, number 1.
She's my number 1. Dancing, singing,
my number 1.
You know, dancing. No, she's not the greatest singer, but performance-wise, song ballads. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Mary J's my number one.
We ain't gonna talk about Mary J singing.
You notice we didn't. You notice we didn't have nothing to say about Mariah. We just left her there.
Mariah, I mean,
we leaving her there.
She was a monster.
Yeah,
when it came to, she was a monster. When it came to the songs, she could sing. She had the
Heartbreaking.
She had. I was gonna say she had some of the best rap collabos after Mary.
Me and Mariah.
Come on, all I need, Steve. Method Man and Mary.
That was enough. That's next level.
That's monster status.
Listen, that was another level. To this day.
That's her best song.
Even the song, even the song with Little Kim, I Can Love You. Listen,
come on. I just started putting Izzy on to Mary J recently.
I
put her on.
I thought you were gonna say he's putting her on the what's the name, Little Kim. I was like, damn.
No, not yet. Especially that verse. Don't peas and what?
Spitting.
I can't listen. I have a problem like Tony Braxton, Janet Jackson. Oh man, dog. For the 90s, Tony Braxton.
We way past 30 minutes, guys.
Yeah, about 49 of them things.
All right, listen, we're gonna leave. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it to the chat. We're gonna leave it to the people. We had the top 4 ladies of R&B in the 90s. But I'm having a problem with Tony Braxton or Janet Jackson.
I'm pulling my top 4. And I'm putting Tony Braxton in.
I think Tony Braxton is over Janet Jackson in the 90s. I hate to do that. But do y'all think
Tony Braxton? I'm not going to argue. And my thing is, it's a preference, right? Tony Braxton, baritone singer. She had a baritone voice. She's a very powerful singer, but she was stand in front of her mic and sing.
That's Janet, the way Love Goes is one of the best songs, though.
Janet wasn't the greatest singer vocalizing wise, but Janet was able to get up there and kill it like her brothers did in the past.
She wrote the beat. She wrote the beat well.
I was going to say, kill it like her brothers did. You forgot she had brothers. I'll say that. I'll give her that.
True.
Besides Mike, you forgot she had brothers.
It was like she was separate. It was like, her next level.
Them dudes was in the 60s and the 70s. A little bit of the 80s sprinkles. Her and Mike took it from then until now. You know what I'm saying? The whole family, you know, like
I Get So Lonely. I forgot about that track. Hard track.
But Black Street?
Yeah.
We Go Deep. I mean, she got some tracks.
We Go Deep was hard.
We Go Deep.
Go Deep. Oh, man.
Sleep. Dog, listen.
Man.
Then I got You're Making Me High from Tony Braxton.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. Then you got another sad love song.
Breathe Again.
Breathe Again.
The
song on Babyface, her and Babyface, the soundtrack, Give You
Boomerang.
My Heart. Yeah, Boomerang soundtrack. You know what time it is.
It's different. Janet doesn't have anything like that, right?
Love Should Have Brought You Home.
Janet got that track. Janet got that track with Q-Tip.
But
yes, that was hard track. Yeah.
Don't know what she got to live.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let me just fuck with it for a minute. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was the era we came up in. The music was so
banging, man.
Shout out to people that the 90s kids. Shout out to 90s kids. 90s kids. This type of music because you know what we're talking about. You know why we're having this debate right now. But we out here, man. It's late. All right. We gonna leave it to y'all to finish this one up.
Argue in the comments. We out.
Peace.